Welcome back to Yoga with Rose. This is your after-work yoga practice, a perfect practice to do if you've been sat at a desk all day or all week for that matter. It's really great to stretch out the shoulders, just release any tension, release any pent-up energy, and just to really balance out the parasympathetic nervous system, get you ready for a lovely relaxing weekend or a lovely relaxing sleep. With all that said, if you're ready to get started, then roll out your mat and let's begin. Okay, come to lie down on your back to start today. So however feels most comfortable, maybe with your legs stretched out long, perhaps the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to either side. Just decide what feels right for you today, and then place your left hand on your chest, on your heart, and your right hand on your belly. Closing your eyes or just softening your gaze. And just take this moment to kind of arrive on your mat, on the floor, in the space you're in. Let everything that happened before this moment just be where it was in that time. And let everything that is coming after this moment just be where it is in that time as well. And just be right here, right now, lay down on your back. Use this moment to just check in with your breath. Notice how it moves through your body, how it expands your belly and then moves up to your chest, and then reverses on the way down, just letting everything go. Let any worries or stress just sink into the floor beneath you as you exhale. And just know that there's nowhere else you need to be right now, but here. Good. From here, just slowly start to guide your knees into one another, or just draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock from side to side, perhaps. And then when you're ready, just start to make your way up to a seated position. You can either take a little rock and roll of the spine to come up, or just roll onto one side. And come and find yourself in a cross-legged position on your mat. And grab a cushion to sit on or a blanket if that feels more comfortable. Good. We're going to start by taking a simple twist. So just bring your right hand to your left knee. Left fingertips come behind you. Good. And then as you exhale, just gently looking over the left shoulder. Use your inhales to create some space between each vertebrae. And then use your exhales to soften and gently move in. Just bring your gaze back round to the front now, keeping your hand on your knee. Reach the left hand up to the sky. And then as you exhale, just side stretching over to the right. Okay, so keeping the hand on the knee or the thigh and using that almost just to deepen the side stretch here, adding a little bit of a twist almost. Reaching the left fingertips overhead. Feel that lovely long stretch through the left side of the body. From here, just bring the body back up to neutral now and bring the left hand to the right knee so the arms are in a cross position. Good, just have a little wiggle around. And then just dropping the chin to the chest. Feeling a lovely stretch across the top of the shoulders and all the way down the back. Good, keep breathing. And then keeping the arms crossed, just releasing the hands now, bringing the body up as we raise the arms up, and see if we can interlace them to come into our eagle arms. Maybe the palms come to touch a little, maybe not. Maybe the backs of the hands have a little connection. Just be where you are today. Concentrate on your breath. Concentrate on relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Good. On an inhale, if you feel like it, maybe lifting the elbows up, reaching the hands to the sky, lifting the gaze a little bit. And then as you exhale, drawing the elbows into the belly, just curving the spine, let the chin hang in between the hands. And then coming back up to neutral and releasing both of the arms. And then coming to the other side, so left hand comes to the right knee this time, right fingertips behind to take our twist. Good, then come back to center, keep the hand on the knee, reach the right hand overhead. And as you exhale, lifting up and out of the hips and over to the left side. Maybe notice the difference between either side. Maybe it's a little bit stiffer on this side, or perhaps it's looser. Again, just be where you are. Use the hand on the leg as almost a lever to increase this stretch. And when you're ready, bringing the body back up as we cross the other arm over the top to the other knee, and then drop the chin in between the arms. Use your breathing. And start to release the hands, bringing them up and interlace to come into our eagle arms. Concentrate on drawing those shoulder blades down the back. Again, if you want a little bit more opening, just lifting the top. Maybe the head, maybe the top of the back, lifting the elbows slightly. And then as you exhale, perhaps drawing the elbows down into the body, into the belly, curving the spine. Come back to center when you're ready, and then release the hands onto the knees. Take a little shoulder roll. Draw your palms to your heart center and just take a big releasing breath out of the mouth. Then come and find your tabletop pose. So wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Good, spread the fingers nice and wide. And then just bend the elbows and wrap them round towards the belly so they're not flared outwards. Good. Take an inhale now, soften the belly button towards the floor as we lift the gaze. And just try here to think of pulling the mat away, almost tearing the mat apart with our hands, so really drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Good, as you exhale now, do the opposite, round the elbows out to the side, hunch the shoulders as we curve the spine and the chin comes to chest. Good, feel that lovely curve of the spine, drop the head as well. Inhale now as we reverse that, elbows come towards us. Think of ripping the mat apart down the middle, open across the collarbone. Good, then just move through these two poses with your breath. If you find yourself lingering in one position, if you need to iron out a few kinks, then I encourage you to stay there for as long as you need to. Remember, this is your practice. I'm just here to guide you, so just do what feels right for you and your body. Lovely, my friends. Come back to a neutral spine when you're ready. Tuck the toes underneath and then slowly send the hips nice and high to our first downward facing dog. And keep the knees nice and soft here as it is our first downward dog of our practice. Working on drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears. Soften the skin on your face, soften any tension in the jaw. And take a little pedal out of the legs here if that feels good. Or if you just want complete stillness, then just hang on in there. On your next inhale, raise the heels off the mat, curve your way forward to a high plank pose, drop your knees, and then as you exhale, lower the body all the way down to the mat. Good, untuck the toes, roll those shoulders back away from the ears first, and then as you inhale, press into the hands as you raise the body up to cobra pose. Lovely. Now instead of just sitting here and hanging out in our cobra pose, think of gripping onto the mat and almost drawing your upper body, your chest through your arms, so as if you were trying to drag yourself forward on your mat. And then exhale to float down. Good. Again, inhale, wave the body up. Think of pulling yourself through your hands. Exhale, float down. And again, with your breath, inhale, we open up. Open the chest through the arms. Smile at the top and then exhale, fold down. Lovely, tuck the toes underneath here and then make your way back to your downward facing dog. Good, take a deep inhale in through the nose. And then exhale, let it out with a big sigh through the mouth. We're going to step the right foot through the hands now to come into our low lunge, dropping the back knee. Take an inhale, raise the hands up to the sky. Good, just check that your pelvis is tucked underneath here and you're in alignment, sat on top of your back knee, so we're not sinking too far forward. If the arms in the air is a bit uncomfortable, then just bring them to your hips perhaps, or rest them on your thigh. You should feel a lovely stretch through the left hip flexor here. If you want a little bit more indulgence in this pose, then just on an exhale, send the hips forward and down. Good. Take an inhale now to lift the gaze a little bit up and over. And then exhale, float the left hand down to the floor now as you reach the right fingers to the sky. Tuck the back toe underneath and then raise the back knee off the mat to come to our runner's lunge with a twist. When you're ready, place the right hand down by the side of your foot, step back to plank and then take your flow. Drop the knees if you want to. Inhale, rise the body up to cobra pose. Again, imagining pulling the body through the arms again. Exhale to float down. Tuck the toes under and then make your way back to downward facing dog. Good, take a moment here. When you're ready, we'll come to the other side. Step the left leg through the arms and then raise the hands to the sky. Low lunge pose. And just check your alignment instead of sinking into the lunge first. Just think of tucking the pelvis underneath. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then for a little more indulgence to feel nice, on an exhale, sink the body forward. Inhale, lift the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down to come into our lovely twist. Gaze lifts up to the sky. Tuck the back toe underneath and then power up that back leg to our runner's lunge. Keep pressing away from the floor with the right hand, opening up the chest, fingertips reaching up. And then plant the left hand down, step back to your plank pose, and then take your flow. Lower the body all the way down. Elbows nice and tight as we inhale to rise up to cobra. Exhale to float down. Good, tuck the toes underneath and make your way back to downward facing dog. Good, maybe seeing if you can straighten the legs any more. And from here, just start to walk the hands back a little bit so your stance is a bit shorter. We're going to take the left hand and just reach for the outside of the right leg. So maybe it's behind the calf, maybe it's behind the ankle, just to come into a little twist. Think of drawing your body through underneath, looking under your right armpit. Good, then place the left hand back and come to the other side. You can keep the legs nice and bent here if that helps. Just enjoying a lovely twist of the spine whilst we're in our downward dog. And then replace the right hand, start to walk the hands back out to your full downward facing dog. Good, then bringing the knees down to the mat now. On your next inhale, we're going to raise the left arm out in front of us, so by our ear, and raise the right leg behind us. Start to bend the right leg, drawing the heel into the bum. And then see if we can reach around with the left hand, just to help it a little bit. Good, drawing the foot into our sit bones. If you want any more than this, if you want a bit of an opening, then start to kick the foot into the hand and just see if you can raise it to the sky any amount. Really opening across the chest here, getting into the hip flexor. And then release the foot when you're ready, reaching the foot back and the hand forward, and then place them back down on the mat. Good, from here we're going to reach the right foot over the left leg now. Keeping it out long, bringing the toes to the floor and just have a little wiggle. Feels nice to sway into the right hip, looking over the left shoulder. And then when you've had some fun, just bring it back underneath you and we'll go to the other side. So inhale, right hand reaches forward, left leg reaches back in one long line. And then bending at the knee, draw the heel into your sit bones. Reach the right arm back, maybe see if you can grab the foot, just to help it in a little bit. Come into a lovely thigh stretch and balance, a bit of a core workout here too. And again, if you want any more, just kicking the top of the foot into the hand, raising it up to the sky. Always coming into a dancer's pose, but on the floor, a great way to good, keep breathing. And then releasing the foot, reaching the leg and the arm out long. Place the hand back down, and then just crossing the left leg over the back as we did the other way. Taking some pulses, looking over the right shoulder, sway the hips to the left. And then bring the knee back down to the mat. Good, from here just start to walk the hands forward a little bit, maybe out a little bit as well to create space. And then as you exhale, bowing, softening the body down towards the mat to come to our puppy pose. Lovely, just notice how this feels. Perhaps your forehead comes down to the floor. If not, you could grab a cushion or a few books for some support. Keep breathing, opening across the chest here, across the shoulders, the top of the back. And then make a connection with your forearms onto the mat, and then just start to shift your body forwards all the way down to come to Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders or just a little bit forward. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. And again, just imagine that feeling of as if you're trying to rip the mat apart right down the middle. So you're drawing your hands away from one another. This should really start to open the chest, start to draw the shoulder blades down the back actively. Imagine being a sphinx almost. And then exhale to release down. Good. From here, we're going to feed our left arm underneath our right arm. So maybe just lifting up a little bit. So the back of our arm is on the floor, palm is facing up towards the sky. And then we'll do the same with the right arm just in front of the left. Good. Now just be careful here, this can be a little bit intense, so you might want to come away from the stretch a little bit and have your forearms nice and grounded, so up on your elbows. Or grab some cushions to help. Once you've found your position, just try and use your exhales to soften, perhaps let your head hang a little bit. From here, start to release the right arm. Keep the left arm on the floor. Rolling onto our back now, bending the right leg on top as we open the left arm out into a supine twist. And take your gaze out to the right hand. And close your eyes. Just enjoy this wringing out of the spine. Good, my friends, when you're ready, reversing that and coming back onto our belly into our Sphinx pose. To come to the other side, so right arm comes through the gap this time, left arm crosses in front, palms facing up to the sky. Just have a little shuffle, find out where you need to be on this side. You should feel the stretch across your back in the tops of your shoulders and your arms. And then tap into your breath. Use it to move deeper. Good, then release the left arm, keep the right arm out long as we roll over, taking hold of the left knee and opening out to our twist on our back. See if you can keep both shoulder blades nice and grounded on the floor. Good, then we're going to roll fully onto our back now. Hug the knees into the chest and just take a little rock from side to side, massaging the lower back, the spine. And then when you're ready, we'll come into our final posture, our Shavasana. So extending each leg out nice and long. And just take the arms out beside you, leaving a little bit of space between your body. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. And just give yourself permission to relax completely. This is your time to rejuvenate, to rest, and just to be where you are in this space. Let your head just feel nice and heavy. Release any tension from your jaw, your mouth. Feel your shoulder blades pressing into the mat. Relax your hips. Let your thighs, your calves feel heavy, feel relaxed. Let your feet fall away. Allow the soles of your feet to be soft. Allow the palms of your hands to be soft. Let your whole body sink into stillness. And slowly start to come back into this space. Come back into your body. Feel your fingers, your toes. Maybe take a big stretch, reaching your arms overhead. And then slowly, in your own time, if you would like to close your practice with me, just make your way up to a seated position on your mat. If you'd prefer to close your practice laying down, then just stay where you are, keeping your eyes closed in your inner experience. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms touch at the top. And then exhale, draw down the center of your body to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for your after work yoga practice. Sending you love and light from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining me for your after work yoga practice. If you would like to see more, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, like the videos, and I would love to hear what you think. So please leave a comment below, and I can't wait to get back to you and see you very soon.